Good evening. I so wish I could be with you in person tonight, but I'm spending Thanksgiving week visiting our American troops in Afghanistan. It has been both moving and humbling to spend time with our brave men and women in your uniform and knowing the sacrifices that they and their families make every single day to keep our country safe. My number one priority is to protect the security of the American people. And I witnessed firsthand this week the importance of striking a balance of protecting the safety of our homeland while preserving American compassion around the world. As for tonight, I first have to say thank you for everything that you've done to help elect me to Congress. You know the story. The Koch brothers spent $4 million against us last year, and together we fought back and won because Granite Staters don't want extremism. They want common sense ideas that will help working families succeed. You know this. Granite Staters don't want Tea Party dysfunction. They want leaders who will work across the aisle to get things done. They don't want to turn the clock back. We want a brighter future for future generations. So it's that shared vision for a brighter future that's what being a Granite Stater is all about. Now, as we approach the New Hampshire's first in the nation primary in just a few short weeks, with the media spotlight shining upon us, we have a unique opportunity to share with the rest of the nation the meaning of the real New Hampshire advantage. We're lucky to live in a state with one of the lowest unemployment rates in the country, but as many Granite Staters continue to face low wages, lack of paid family leave, soaring child care costs and college debt, and a growing opioid epidemic ravaging our communities, we've got plenty of work to do to help hardworking families struggling to get by. Now that's what my Working Families agenda is all about. So here's what I'm up to. I'm fighting to ensure that every family can make a full and fair living wage. I'm fighting to ensure that families have access to affordable health care, to housing, and to transportation. And I'm fighting for access to quality child care and debt-free college. And last, I'm fighting to solve this horrible opioid epidemic that's devastating our families and communities. So together, you and I are fighting to win our future. Now, as you know, I'm focused on creating good jobs and expanding job training and career advancement opportunities. That's why we've hosted job fairs all across the district since I was elected to Congress, connecting job seekers with New Hampshire employers. I was thrilled when both parties came together recently to reauthorize the Export-Import Bank and support job creation right here in New Hampshire. You know it's hard to break through the gridlock in Washington, but that's exactly what we did when both parties came together to pass a budget that provides stability and certainty for our economy and our families while safeguarding Social Security and Medicare. Thanks to an amendment I sponsored in the 2014 Farm Bill, our community colleges are able to access additional federal funding so campuses can grow their programs and prepare more students for 21st century innovation economy. And already this amendment has unlocked funding to create a whole new community college campus in Lebanon, as well as plans for brand new dormitories in Berlin. We're bringing opportunity to Granite Staters in every corner of New Hampshire. I've also urged the White House to locate a Manufacturing Innovation Institute right here in New Hampshire. Let's help pool public and private resources for Granite State innovators and help New Hampshire companies expand and grow. That's our Make It in America agenda. We're committed to making products right here at home instead of outsourcing jobs overseas. But with all the opportunity, one cold fact threatens our collective future. You know it. New Hampshire ranks #2 in average college debt. So with my colleague, Senator Elizabeth Warren, I'm sponsoring legislation to help students refinance their loans at the lowest possible rate. I'll continue to expand programs to help families save and pay for college so that their children can achieve the American dream. From Nashua Community College to River Valley and White Mountain, let's build the talent to thrive and succeed. Now that's what the New Hampshire Advantage is truly all about. As a member of the House Veterans Affairs Committee, I'm also honored to serve those who have served our country so honorably. And it's been a privilege spending the Thanksgiving holiday in Afghanistan with our troops. Now I'm more determined than ever to ensure that our veterans receive the support and care they need and deserve when they return home. I'm excited to be working with veterans on programs in communities such as Plymouth, where average citizens came together to help end veteran homelessness in their community. I've connected these folks up with Soldier On, an organization committed to providing housing and support services for North Country veterans, and we're working together to secure federal funding for this important project. I'm planning a field hearing in New Hampshire right here next month, where I will convene veterans and stakeholders with my colleagues on the Veterans Affairs Committee to highlight innovative practices at the White River Junction and Manchester VA facilities. It's a great opportunity to share our incredible programming with the rest of the country. Now, sadly, our VA hearing will highlight innovative pain management practices that will reduce opioid prescriptions and heroin addiction. I say sadly because communities all across New Hampshire are facing heartbreak every day as families are torn apart. I'm committed to expanding access to treatment and addressing the root causes of addiction. So that's why I helped co-found the bipartisan task force to combat the heroin epidemic. I introduced legislation in Congress called the Stop Abuse Act to offer federal grants that will address the crisis and expand treatment options. I've hosted roundtable discussions across the state to bring together stakeholders, law enforcement, healthcare, and affected families. Together we can learn from each other and fight this epidemic to protect our loved ones from more pain. So in closing, we are truly blessed to live in the most beautiful state in the Union, a state where families have access to incredible opportunity. There's so much more that we can do to move New Hampshire forward, and let's ensure that every family, no matter where they start out, gets their slice of the American dream. So with all of you on my side, I know we can win again next year. And we're not just going to win in the second CD, we're going to elect a Democratic president, a Democratic governor, a Democratic executive council and legislature, and we're going to send Maggie Hassan to the United States Senate. Thank you for all that you do every single day on the grassroots level to make our state the best place in the nation. Bless you all tonight. Let's show America how to win the future. Good luck. God bless.